Hey everyone, it's Daddy in from He-Man Paintball Tech yet again. Well, I did the budget build on the Pocket Pod the other day, and because all you guys seemed to like it, I thought I'd try to make another budget build. So today, I'll be making a Pringle lid Speedfeed. Kind of like what I got here. Let's take this one off quickly. And just to say, when I did the Pocket Pod out of the Milk to Go container, there was a misunderstanding going on. A lot of people said Milk to Go's cost more than a cheap pod, but what I was trying to get at with this and with the Pocket Pod is if you go to buy these anyway just to eat, you know, that's money you're gonna spend anyways, and if you can get a little more bang out of your buck, if that makes sense, because you're gonna spend that money anyway, so you may as well use the container, which you just throw out usually. Or if your friend has one, you say, hey, can I have that container? Like, yeah, sure. And then it's free. So that's what I meant by it'll cost no money. Anyways, here's my sample one I made. I'll be making another kind of design for you. Get this right here. Now, what you need for this is paper, a pencil, X-Acto knife, board, and a Pringle lid. So again, there's minimal tools required. Any tool you're gonna need, like you can pick up a cheap one of these for $1, $2, so it's not, and you're gonna be using them again, like it's a useful thing to have around. So anyways, I guess, well, obviously you start by getting your Pringle lid, and from there you want to pick a design. Now there's quite a few designs out there. You can make your own custom one. A few that worked, that I've tried that worked for me. One, there's this one. This is just your basic one. 5 pieces, you cut out the center. And it kind of works, but you can't really shove your pod because there's too much holding here. So it flexes a lot, and you can't really shove your whole pod in there. So you lose some. It holds them all in great. So from there, I went to another design, which is this one, where all these parts of the little pencil shadings, that's where I cut out. So there's less grabbing here, less flexing, and all you have to do for that is make sure the opening isn't big enough for a paintball to fall through, kind of like what I did here, if you can see that. And I tried that, and it worked better. It worked a lot better. You can hold pod, it still required a little bit of effort, so I started thinking, what if I can make one where there's barely anything touching here? So that's what I'm going to try to do today. I'm not sure if it'll work because I haven't done a prototype of that one yet, but in theory it should work. But there might be not enough material holding, so the paintballs just all fall through it. I don't know. So anyways, if you want to make your own custom design, well, those two designs are really easy. You can just draw them out or just rough cut them and it'll be good enough. But if you want to make a really custom design, you can make a template. I already kind of made one here. And for that, what you do is you get a piece of paper and your pencil, obviously. Take this and you trace around it. And from there, you just have to trace out your design. Now, 2 things you gotta look for when doing your design is, 1, any gaps you're going to leave cannot be wider than the paintball. The paintball just fall through and then it's kind of pointless after that. And 2, try to keep as little material holding to the side of this, because the more there is, the more flex there's going to be, the harder it's going to be to shove your pod through. But at the same time, you still have to leave enough so when you put your gun upside down, all your paintballs don't go falling out. So, those are just 2 things you got to watch for. Okay, well, after you've done that, I've already done that. See, I made my own design. Second thing you gotta do is you have to cut it out. Okay. That's kind of what it should look like when you have it cut out. Now, what you're gonna want to do next is find some tape. Where did I just put that tape I just had in my hand? Hold on 1 second. I'll be back in a second. So I found my tape. Let's use some Scotch tape. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to tape your pattern to the bottom of the Pringle lid, just like that. I'll go into that in a second, why you should be doing that. If you're the kind of guy like me, because Pringle lids are obviously see-through, and if you're the kind of guy like me where you're not very precise with stuff, this will make life a lot easier. Because then, ta-da, you have your cut lines. Huh? So if you're doing anything other than just the basic design, it just makes everything easy. Don't mind stomping, that's just my sister being a tool. Okay. Okay, that should be good enough. Just kind of 2 pieces, one on either side. And once you have it all taped on, you're going to take your X-Acto knife, hold it up against your board here, and you're going to start cutting. I've seen a video out there where a guy did something like this, and he claimed how terribly it worked and whatnot, but if you do them right, they work. That's just my philosophy. See that? It's kind of the basic idea. It actually already works a lot better than this one. It doesn't quite look as good. And you see the thing, Pringle lids is they practically almost fit already. And to attach them, what I use is black electrical tape, kind of match the hopper. You push it in close, you kind of fold it over, and then you take your X-Acto ever so carefully. You cut all the way along the rim. Night. You cut all the way along the rim. Cut all the excess. And it looks nice and clean. This one, I guess it looked alright. In theory, that should work. And also, for the guys out there, extra lid hanging around, just an idea I had is you take your lid. This is just off a regular gravity fed hopper. That's an idea I had. You put this on, you mark a line where it falls, take it off, cut it out, stick this on, JB weld it or tape it or whatever, and put this in your hopper, and then you not only have the Speedfeed, but you can click on. I saw a couple Speedfeeds at my field like that, and I thought I could do that. So maybe I'll do it. I don't know. If I do, I won't be doing a show on it because it'll take too long. But yeah, if you have any other ideas for stuff like that, just let me know. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more budget builds and hopefully some autococker builds. I'm already working on 3 of them, and I'll have more shows. Steadying out.